I love until I can't love no more. And I give until I can't give no more. I don't force my way out of anything that I'm not ready to leave. I don't force my way out of anything that I'm not ready to give up on. I have to be at my wit's end. You wanna know why? It feels better.
And the minute you have an inkling or you find out that the one that is supposed to love you, your spouse, your significant other, your husband, does not actually love you at all, but they can't motherfucking stand you and they despise you, that man is your enemy.
From day one, I've asked for privacy in this matter. I'm not saying I asked y'all to give me privacy in my whole life. That part is gonna be what it's gonna be. But in this divorce matter, in this matter of my family, I begged y'all for privacy from day one.
Imagine trying to defend yourself, and instead, the court hits you with a $70,000 fine for speaking out. That's exactly what just happened to Teyana Taylor. A judge ruled that even though she said she felt silenced and attacked, she was the one who broke the rules. So the question is, was this really justice? Or did the court just punish Teyana Taylor for refusing to stay quiet?
However, when things go to a certain extent, I feel the need to feel like it needs to be addressed. Stop talking about my hair, y'all look crazy. But anyways, everybody's in a frenzy about saying that I'm trying to send the father of my children to jail. It's stupid, it's dumb. I've never tried to send him to jail. I didn't demand him to go to jail. So the fact that these blogs are sitting here saying Teyana demands jail time for Iman, Teyana demands boom, boom, like, it's not true. I don't understand. Like, please show me, is it in the room with us? I would like to see it. Like, I would like to see where this rumor even came from. It's really weird to me. But I do want to address how we even got here. And how we even got here was based on a rumor that was put out a few days ago. Pretty much saying that I took Iman for all he got. She won luxury cars. She won these properties. She won this. She took $1 million. She boom, boom, da da da. Okay, cool. Let's break it down. So in the midst of that rumor coming out, then it became me being the villain. Teyana took that man for all he got. You a fucking whore. If I was him, I would have offed you. I would have boom, boom, da da da. So, you know, me and Iman have been very, very cordial. So I felt the need to hit him up, and I was like, you know, hey, baby daddy, like, what's going on? Like, you know, I'm getting things back to me that you are paying blogs to post a certain narrative. And I don't believe it, so I'd rather come to you because we've actually been in a very great space. And I just want to come to you because, one, I'm not feeling safe. Like, I don't take that lightly. Like, I don't take people making threats lightly. I don't take people making me look like I'm trying to take a black man for all he got lightly. Like, that's not even what I represent. Like, I don't take those kind of things lightly. So I'm coming to you and I'm telling you that I don't feel safe. Now, Iman responds to me and he's just like, I thought it was you. I thought it was you. If anything, I stayed silent to protect you. Bam. How did you stay silent to protect me? By you staying silent, when people thinking that I took you for everything you got, how does that protect me? How does that protect me? With everything that I have going on, how does that protect me? If people think I took you for everything that you got, which you know is not true, and you're staying quiet, but these rumors are conveniently coming out a year later, when we're way beyond and past this divorce, how could your silence protect me? I'm confused. So I'm like, yo, I've been standing up for you and protecting you throughout not only this whole marriage, but our whole divorce process. Like, just stand up for me. It's super clear to get on the internet and say, yo, I see what's being put out. You know, it's not true. She left with what she came with. I left with what I came with. But instead, you enjoyed the narrative that I took you for all that you had. And all I wanted to do was clear that up. it becomes a whole argument. I kept telling Iman, listen, like, we're in a great space. Like, I just want you to stand up for me the way I stand up for you. He then starts bringing up stuff from 2023. Nah, cause da-da-da, when you blah, blah, and I did this and da-da-da. Okay, cool. So now you're giving me confirmation that you are still in your feelings about something. You're in your feelings about something. And that's the part that's confusing me, because this divorce have been signed, sealed, delivered in all of the things.
When Teyana and her ex, NBA star Iman Shumpert, finalized their 2024 divorce, the rules were crystal clear. Keep the settlement private, no leaks, no details, no drama. But earlier this year, Teyana went live on Instagram, venting about mystery leaks and accusing Iman of feeding blog stories about their breakup. To her, it was self-defense, protecting her image, her peace, and her truth. To the court, it was a direct violation of their gag order. And that single move didn't just cross a line, it flipped the entire case upside down. But here's where it gets even messier. When Teyana walked into court this summer, the judge didn't just call her out. He delivered a blow that cut deep. Instead of sympathy, she got slammed with a $70,000 bill to cover Iman Shumpert's legal fees. Why? Because in the court's eyes, she wasn't the victim. She was the one breaking the rules. That ruling flipped the entire dynamic. The person who said she was being silenced was now being punished for speaking. And here's the kicker. Teyana actually asked the court to make Iman pay her legal fees instead. The judge didn't just say no, he shut it down completely. No compromise, no middle ground. For Teyana, this wasn't just a courtroom loss. It was a warning shot. Stay silent, or pay the price. But here's where the speculation creeps in. Was this really about enforcing a gag order? Or was the court sending a bigger message? That no matter how unfair you feel the leaks are, the second you step out of line, you're the one who pays. And if you think this was just about money, you're only scratching the surface. Teyana didn't hold back when she went live. She told fans she had proof, real receipts, that Iman was secretly paying blogs to smear her name. And the timing? She said it was just too perfect to be coincidence. Every time she had a new project dropping or a new romance making headlines, suddenly, ugly divorce details would mysteriously hit the blogs. To her, it felt like a setup, a chess game designed to keep her on defense and damage her shine. The more she tried to move forward, the more the past seemed to magically resurface. But here's where things collapsed. When the court pressed her for proof, the receipts, the smoking gun, she didn't have enough to back it up. And in that silence, the judge had no choice but to side with Iman. The same accusations that felt like her strongest defense ended up looking in the courtroom like just speculation. For Teyana, it was devastating. Because in her world, she saw a pattern. In the judge's world, she failed to prove it. Two completely different realities, but only one carried weight. Still, this wasn't a complete wipeout for Teyana. Iman didn't stop at the gag order fight. He pushed further, asking the court to hold Teyana in contempt over their parenting plan. If the judge had agreed, it could have opened the door to even stricter rules and more penalties. But this time, the judge refused. That request was tossed out. On the surface, that should have felt like a win. Finally, a moment where the court sided with her. But stacked against a $70,000 bill, it was a hollow victory. Because while one accusation was shut down, the punishment that stuck was still crushing. It's the kind of outcome where you leave the courtroom technically not empty-handed, yet still walking out feeling defeated. And this brings us to the bigger question everyone's asking. Think about it. Teyana says she never wanted her divorce to play out like a reality show. From the beginning, she begged for privacy, asking the public to let her family handle things behind closed doors. But the more she tried to keep quiet, the louder the leaks became. Each headline pulled her name back into the spotlight. And with every rumor, she faced a choice. Stay silent and let the narrative spiral, or speak up and defend herself. She chose to speak. And that's the very act that ended up costing her. It raises a tough question. Was the court truly just protecting the integrity of its orders? Or was this a warning shot aimed at anyone who dares to fight back in public? On paper, it's about a gag order, but underneath, it feels like something bigger. The silencing of someone who refused to sit quietly while her story was being told for her. Transition. And that brings us to the bigger picture. What this case really says about privacy in the digital age. This isn't just another messy celebrity headline. It feels like a warning shot to anyone living in the digital age. One Instagram Live, one emotional vent, and suddenly, what felt like speaking your truth can spiral into a courtroom penalty worth tens of thousands. Teyana thought she was taking back control, setting the record straight in her own words. But instead of rewriting the narrative, she handed the court the leverage to silence her. What she saw as self-defense, the system treated as defiance. And that's the chilling part. When does protecting your voice cross the line into punishment? At what point does defending yourself become more dangerous than staying quiet? In the end, Teyana didn't just lose money. She lost ownership of her own story. And if it can happen to her, with fame, lawyers, and a platform, what does that mean for the rest of us? So the real takeaway isn't just about Teyana Taylor. It's about how fragile privacy really is once the internet and the courts get involved. So here's the real question. Was this truly justice? Or was it a punishment for refusing to stay quiet? Did Teyana dig her own hole with that Instagram Live? Or was she caught in a system that values silence over truth? Because at the heart of this case, it isn't just about legal fees or divorce drama. It's about power. Who gets to control the story when the truth is messy, painful, or inconvenient? The court made its decision. But did it actually solve anything? Or did it just send a message to sit down and shut up? And that's why this isn't just Teyana's battle. It's a mirror for anyone who's ever been backed into a corner, forced to decide between protecting their peace or defending their name. So I'll leave it to you. Was this accountability or censorship dressed up as justice? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this fight between silence and freedom of speech is far bigger than one celebrity divorce. It's about what happens to anyone who dares to speak when the world is watching.